Cameron Boyce death certificate officially leaked.
Now to a developing story in Hollywood. A Disney Channel star has died.
Yeah, Cameron Boyce's family has confirmed that news.
The world was shocked by Cameron Boyce's untimely passing this July, and people have been clamoring to know more about the young star. Now his death certificate has been released, and more details have come to light surrounding the tragic events. Welcome to Lime Report. Thanks for joining us. Today we're taking a look at Cameron Boyce's death certificate and all the information it has to offer. Make sure to watch through to the end. You won't want to miss a thing. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment using the keyword Boyce for a chance at our $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. With Cameron Boyce's death certificate exposed, more concrete facts can be applied to the details of his passing. This is surely a relief to many fans who have been demanding more knowledge of the event, as it's had everyone who Cameron influenced in a state of mourning. Let's take a look together at what we've learned from the document. Be sure to keep watching to find out everything you came here to learn. The first third of the certificate lists Boyce's name and the basic information of his passing. Cameron Boyce passed away in his sleep on July 6th at 2:35 in the afternoon. According to roommates, Cameron had laid down for an afternoon nap and tragically never awoke. His full name is listed at the top of the document, Cameron Micah Boyce, followed by the dates of his birth and passing, May 28, 1999, and July 6, 2019. His age, a heartbreaking 20 years, is listed beside his gender, identified by the letter M for male. His education status marks him as a high school graduate, and his race is listed as white and black. The certificate goes on to also reveal that Boyce spent all of his 20 years in Los Angeles County, and that he passed away in his North Hollywood home. Obviously, most of this was widely known before the certificate was released, but make sure to keep watching because this is where things get interesting. The document states that an autopsy was performed on Cameron Boyce, and while that may be a difficult thing to think about, the procedure yielded important results. The certificate officially marks Cameron Boyce's cause of passing as pending investigation. Since the document was obtained by the media, however, the coroner has come forward with a statement. Los Angeles County issued this statement. Preliminary information suggests the death occurred under natural circumstances. The county coroner went on to say, the final cause and manner of death will be determined at a later date, and an autopsy was performed, and the cause and manner of death were deferred pending additional testing. The autopsy did conclusively reveal, however, that Cameron Boyce had no alcohol or other substances in his system except for the medication called Keppra, a drug used for treating epilepsy. Although many did not realize it, Cameron Boyce suffered from epilepsy throughout the acceleration of his on-screen career and was even reported to have experienced several major seizures over the years. Be sure to keep watching to find out more. According to the official certificate, Cameron's body was cremated and his ashes were given over to his father, Victor. The intended place of burial was listed as Forest Lawn Memorial Park and Mortuary. This cemetery is the resting place of such famous stars as Michael Jackson, Debbie Reynolds, and Nipsey Hussle. There were no confirmed dates or details given for the funeral, but Cameron's parents did say to the media that it had been agonizing to make attempts at funeral arrangements. Cameron's father, Victor Boyce, put out this Instagram post showing a mischievous but happy-looking Cameron with the caption, "My son, just hours before he was snatched from our lives. I miss him terribly. I hope that no one ever has to feel the agony I'm feeling, but no one is immune to tragedy. The outpouring of love and support our family continues to receive is so beautiful and appreciated. Thank you all for helping us through our worst possible situation." Cameron's father is not understating when he calls the support an outpouring of love and support. Comments on the post include, "I am so sorry. I was heartbroken and I didn't even know him. Can't imagine how you feel. I can't say anything else than I am so sorry." Another user posted, "My heart goes out to you and your family, Victor. I know he was a tremendous young man and an inspiration to those of his generation and others. May he rest in peace." Last but not least, a concerned and caring fan reached out to Cameron's father, commenting, "Mr. Boyce, I do not know you or your family personally, but I would still like to give my sincerest condolences for this heavy loss. I promise to help continue your son's legacy in any way I can." Support for Cameron's family and friends has been dramatic, but many of the concerned fans were shocked to learn that Cameron suffered from epilepsy, and the young star's passing has brought the subject of epilepsy to the national stage. Epilepsy is a disease that affects 1 in every 26 Americans, nearly 31 million people currently. The Center for Disease Control's head of epilepsy program had this to say about it: "Epilepsy is common, complex to live with, and costly. It can lead to early death if not appropriately treated. Epilepsy can be a huge mystery, sometimes brought on by a stroke or another like traumatic experience. It can also appear in a patient's life with no apparent cause. This is the case for almost 60% of people who have been diagnosed with the condition. Doctors usually make the diagnosis after a patient's second massive seizure, and any seizure lasting longer than 5 minutes is considered a life-threatening emergency. In Cameron Boyce's case, the young actor suffered what's known as SUDEP, which stands for Sudden Unexpected Death in Epilepsy. Out of people that live with the disease, only 1 in 1,000 will experience SUDEP, studies show. The New York Times reported that doctors often forego warning their patients about its possibility, mainly because it's unpreventable and frightening. It does, however, happen when the person is sleeping about 70% of the time. The Epilepsy Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to raising epilepsy awareness, had this to say about instances like Cameron's. No one is sure about the cause of death in SUDEP, and it may differ between cases. Some researchers think that a seizure causes an irregular heart rhythm. Our research has shown that breathing difficulties following a seizure lead to death. It seems like this is what happened to Cameron Boyce, and while the coroner likely believes it to be the case, they still have to confirm their test results. Unfortunately, there's not much to be done for treating the epilepsy. After patients are diagnosed, they're prescribed an anti-seizure medication. If that can't keep the episodes in check, then surgery can be performed, although it's reported that only 70% of epilepsy patients in treatment saw an improvement. Cameron Boyce's parents have not shared the details about how long their son suffered from epilepsy, but it most commonly appears in people under the age of 20 or over the age of 65. TMZ reported, however, that Boyce's seizures occurred months apart and that he had been experiencing them for a number of years. The ABC statement issued in the wake of his passing confirms this, saying he passed away in his sleep due to a seizure which was a result of an ongoing medical condition for which he was being treated. The family statement then went on to read, "The world is now undoubtedly without one of its brightest lights, but his spirit will live on through the kindness and compassion of all who knew and loved him. We are utterly heartbroken and ask for privacy during this immensely difficult time as we grieve the loss of our precious son and brother." The praise and love for Cameron Boyce has been a downpour of support in the month following his passing. Many of his fans have taken to social media to highlight how much they miss and love their departed star. Boyce's friends and co-stars also took to Instagram and Twitter expressing how much they miss their friend. Sophia Carlson, who also starred alongside Boyce as Evie in the Descendants series, said, "There really will never be any words to describe the pain and how much we miss him, and not much helps except knowing that he lived life with more happiness than anyone I've ever known." In a tribute to her late friend, she posted, "Letting you go is not something I know how to do, and I just can't fathom living in a world without you. I love you, Cam, and I will love you forever." Many more of his co-stars over the years had plenty to say about their late friend. Click here to see our coverage of the Descendants 3 cast and the reactions to their friend's passing. One of Cameron's co-stars that was silent for so long that fans came after her on social media was Debbie Ryan. You can click here to learn all about Debbie Ryan's silence after Boyce's departure. Cameron Boyce is greatly missed by all that knew him through his media performances, and also by those that knew him personally. Cameron had a short but vibrant career that touched the lives of millions all over the globe, both as an actor and as a humanitarian. Boyce actually got his first break at the age of 8 when he appeared in the music video, "That Green Gentleman, Things Have Changed," by Panic at the Disco, and never stopped climbing upwards from there. Back in 2008, Cameron Boyce appeared on the show General Hospital Night Shift as a recurring character named Michael Stone Cates Jr. for a grand total of 7 episodes. The same year, he appeared in his first ever motion picture, a horror movie if you can believe it. The movie Mirrors, starring Kiefer Sutherland, hit the box office when Cameron Boyce was just 9 years old, not even a year after he had been in the music video. He worked with other big stars like Shia LaBeouf in the movie Eagle Eye, and then Adam Sandler in the comedy films Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2. Adam Sandler actually issued a statement following Boyce's passing saying, "Too young, too sweet, too funny, just the nicest, most talented, most decent kid around. Loved that kid, cared so much about his family, cared so much about the world. Thank you, Cameron, for all you gave to us. So much more was on the way. All our hearts are broken. Thinking of your amazing family and sending our deepest condolences." Boyce went on to win a Young Artist Award as a part of the cast of the film Judy Moody and the Not Bummer Summer in 2014. 1 year before the release of the first Descendants, he had no idea how big of a hit the film would be and was suddenly a superstar on the level of Zac Efron. Apparently, Boyce was putting all his money to good use and had cultivated a reputation as a humanitarian and philanthropist. His family told media that Cameron Boyce worked closely with the nonprofit Thirst Project, where he raised over $30,000 to build fresh water wells in Swaziland. What will be the results of the coroner's tests? Will Cameron Boyce's official cause of passing be revealed? How will Boyce's passing affect epilepsy awareness in America and around the world? Let us know all of your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear them. Thanks so much for watching through to the end of the video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment using the keyword Boyce for a chance at our $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the news you care about most. This has been Lime Report. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you all next time.
Oh! Yes! I'm like, Cameron! As though he's doing it live every time I see the
It was a little different too.
It was, yeah, it was, they bleached it. I was in a salon for
film, and I'll like look back to where he is, and I'm like tears down my face. Come on, he's doing the split.
like 7 hours, like in the big bowl thing, and I was like reading People magazine like I belong.
Do you have any pictures of that?
That's my Nicholas Brothers moment. That's one of my favorite moments in the movie.
I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Talk about support.